Hello, this is Billy Core from the Carolina Circle Mall Wiki. Today is Saturday, July the 26th of 2014. And we're looking at an old friend of mine that I got this past spring. One of my most prized possessions, the Gateway 2000 P5-75. I figured it was about time to do an update video on this. I hadn't used it in a while up until about a week or two ago when I finally had the means to hook it back up. But just to recap the specs, it has a 75 megahertz Pentium processor, 16 megabytes of RAM, EDO sims, that's what it takes, a Sound Blaster all 32 sound card, which is one of the best sound cards ever made in my opinion, and a CF card expansion slot, which allows me to use random CF cards on here. I have one for Windows 3.1 and one for Windows 95, both for 2 gigabytes. Windows 3.1 usually gets the most amount of play time on this Gateway. But yeah, let's get a little bit closer here. Kind of cheated with the optical drive a little bit. It's using a DVD-ROM/CD-RW drive, but that's all I had available. The one that came with this computer was dead, and besides, this one works just fine and it blends pretty well. And we even have a good old-fashioned 5 1/4 inch floppy drive on here. And oh, I just love this about this computer, a sideways 3.5 inch floppy drive. That is unique. And believe it or not, that is not the original Intel Pentium processor sticker on that's on here. When I got it, it had no Intel sticker on here at all, but I knew that this era of Gateway 2000, when they had Pentium processors, used a blue color one for stickers, and I was able to find a blue Pentium sticker for sale on eBay for just about $1 or $2. I had to wait for it to be shipped from Germany, but I got it eventually, and it looks like it's always been on here for 19 years. And by the way, this computer was manufactured in November of 1995. And for those who don't know, the first computer I ever used was a Gateway 2000. It wasn't a Packard Bell, actually. It was a Gateway 2000. My aunt, she had a P5-100XL, which is basically the tower version of this computer. And by tower, I mean towering skyscraper. That thing is tall. But it's about 4 or 5 months older than this one, and it has a 100 megahertz Pentium instead of a 75 megahertz. But I really don't see any difference. And this suits me just fine. As much as I loved my aunt's, I kind of prefer the desktop form factor because it's a lot more space friendly. And yes, my aunt still does have her Gateway 2000 P5-100XL to this day, and it still works after all these years. And I hope to do a video about it someday when I'm up there. Anyway, I can't really show the back of it today, nor the inside, well, mainly because we got this, and this on top of it. The monitor I'm using, I did buy a CRT monitor for it, a Dell Trinitron, but due to space, or lack thereof, I had to switch over to this 15-inch Dell LCD monitor, which came with my Dell Dimension 2350 down there in the dark. But it works just fine. It's good enough for what I do. So, let's turn the monitor on, and let's fire this computer up. Now, one flaw with this computer is that the power button on here, the power switch itself on the power supply, this is a switch mode power supply, the switch itself is okay, but it's this actual white switch right here that it takes several tries to get it to stay in. So and see, I didn't get it that time, not that time, and we got it there. without a hard drive in it, it is a very, very quiet computer. Oops, I had the KVM switch on the wrong switch. So let's take a look in the BIOS. By the way, I don't have it with me right now at the moment, but I actually have a I actually bought a pretty cool video card for this computer this week. It's an ATI an ATI Mach 64 2 megabyte PCI card. It's a really nice video card. That is, it would be nice if it actually worked. Unfortunately, well, I bought it off eBay and it was dead on arrival, so so much for that. I tried it in the Gateway 2000, it didn't work. I tried it in my Packard Bell, didn't work there either, so it's just a bad video card, so I'm going to see if I can get my money back next week. But oh well, I'm currently using a 4 megabyte SIS video card in here. It's way overkill for a system this age, but it works, and it has drivers for Windows 3.1 and 95, so I guess I can't complain. Has a fresh CMOS battery in it that I put in it when I got this computer. And there's the Transcend CF card being picked up as the hard drive. You know, a good plethora of BIOS settings. A lot of stuff I don't even know what they do. And I'm performing somewhat of a sacrilege. I'm using a Packard Bell keyboard with this computer, but hey, it works. What else can I do? I had a Gateway 2000 AnyKey keyboard at one time, but the day I got it at Value Village for $2, I stepped on it and knocked a bunch of keys off, and I couldn't get them back on, so that was a tragedy. Especially since those AnyKey keyboards go for big bucks online. Okay, all the plug and play and IRQ settings. So, I am going to shut this video camera off, and we will resume this video on the via the PC to TV encoder. So, see you there, folks. Alright, we're rebooting now. There's the video BIOS screen, and now we're booting into the actual computer. And it uses an AMI BIOS, just like on a Packard Bell Legend 402 CD or 406 CD, not the same motherboard, of course. Now we're booting into MS-DOS 6.22, and what you are looking at now is the is a very, very cool concept and feature that I recently discovered about MS-DOS, thanks to my good friend Jay, aka Video Son Frontiers, here on YouTube. This is a DOS boot menu, kind of like what you would see on a Windows 98 boot disk or something. Just by editing the config.sys and autoexec.bat files, you can create all kinds of different DOS configurations to boot into. Like you could boot without the CD-ROM, or with the CD-ROM, or boot with the mouse driver, or without the mouse driver, or whatever. How I have this set up here, this first setting here will boot you directly into Windows 3.1, but if you go down to this second setting, it takes you directly into just the command prompt. Basically, it loads all the drivers and loads everything except Windows. That's really the only difference. And it also gives you some function settings that you can read on the bottom. If you're curious about those, just pause the video and take a little look-see. But right now, we are going to boot into Windows 3.1, so we'll hit Enter. Alright, loading the CD-ROM driver now. Mouse driver, now we're loading all the Sound Blaster mumbo-jumbo. Now we're booting into Windows 3.11, Windows for Workgroups 3.11 to be precise. I'm a cow, I'm a cow. Yep, that's one of the stock Gateway 2000 wallpapers you can use. But here we are. Here is Windows 3.1 that I have installed on here. Here's the desktop with the cool Gateway 2000 cow background. So let's go back into Program Manager. Now the first thing you're probably noticing is that Program Manager looks, well, it looks a little bit different from what you're probably used to. Well, that's because I am taking advantage of some features in a little program known as Plugin for Windows. A very, very nice program that really enhances the Program Manager in Windows 3.1. And it was manufactured by Planet Crafters. This is version 2.52 from 1995. I assume this is the last version. And pretty much what it does, well, you could have custom icons for your program groups. And, let's see, what else? Can go to Configure Plugin, go to General Options. You can have 3D dialogues like you have in Windows 95, although I have it disabled because it looks kind of weird on Windows 3.1. A couple of other things, I'm really not sure what they do. So, yeah, let's go to the Program Manager settings. But, I guess the most unique feature of Plugin for Windows is not only can you change the icons of program groups, but you can have nested program groups. For instance, let's look in this in the games group right now. You can see I have separate program groups inside of the program group for different games and software companies. Like I have a Sierra icon here. We'll double-click it, and it shows all the Sierra games that I have installed on this computer, and vice versa, and all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, let's go through the program groups. First up, we have PaintShop Pro 3, Media Rack, which is a very nice multimedia player for Windows 3.1. It gives you a CD player, MIDI player, wave player, and the audio controls. Well, I also forgot to mention that with plugin, it also adds a little clock to the to all the title bars. Let's get out of this group. I have a little program called Dashboard for Windows. It'll load. There we go. I hardly ever use this, but I remember seeing this advertised on a, well, not really advertised, but shown on an episode of Computer Chronicles from the early 90s. Like I say, you get quick access to your program groups. So let's get out of there. Nothing too fancy in there. And I have a program group just for Microsoft-related stuff. Got IntelliPoint, Microsoft Bob, Microsoft Works 3.0, Microsoft Dinosaurs and Encarta 95, Publisher 2.0, Office 4.2, I want to say, and the Productivity Pack, which, in all honesty, is nothing more than just a tutorial on how to use Windows 3.1. I'll have to do a video about this at some point. You know what, just for the heck of it, let's tinker around with Microsoft Publisher. Because, hey, why not? Okay, what should we make today? We got banners, business cards. Well, I remember UXW Bill made a paper airplane in one video he did about this software. You can even make cassette tape covers, because this was made in the 90s when cassette tapes were still in use. Although here in 2014 they're still in use in this house, and I'm quite proud of it. Now let's make a calendar. That'll be fun. Just to see if it, see here, Page Wizard design assistants are the fastest way to create professional-looking calendars. This design assistant will help you create a wide variety of calendars from the year 1800 AD to the distant future. Now that is kind of cool, actually. We'll go to next. Would you like a single month or a whole year on each page? Let's do a whole year. Next, how do you want it to look? We got traditional, classic, modern, and jazzy. Classic, doesn't look all that classic if you ask me. Modern, that's kind of cool. And jazzy. What should we go with? Let's just go with traditional. We can always add stuff to it later. Do you want to leave room for a picture? Yeah, we'll add a picture to the top. Are you interested in a border? Oh, how do they look? Nah, it looks fine the way it is. Alright, type the year you want from 1800 to the year 2200. If you ask me, I'm not planning on existing in the year 2200, so we'll just go with the year 2014, the year we're currently in. That's pretty sensible. Which language? We'll go with English. Those are all the questions. Now sit back and watch as your calendar is created. Watching how it's built helps you to customize it and to create a similar publication on your own. Alright, we're going to create some calendar goodness. Alright, now let's watch it do its thing. Alright, added a little static picture there. It's adding the year. Now, real tiny 2014. Let's speed it up a little bit. There we go. Typing the month name. Typing numbers separated by tabs. Drawing a rectangle for the month. You know, it was nice that Microsoft had enough fortitude to have the ability to have calendars made for so far into the future. Because if someone is watching this video in the year 2200, well, first of all, I'm sure I'm dead by now, and two, you can still use this software to make a calendar. So yeah, that is kind of cool. And you can go all the way back to the year 1800 if you want to for some reason. I don't know why. I know the built-in clock on majority of PCs only goes back to the year 1980, and the built-in calendar program in like Windows Vista and Windows 7 only goes back to the year 1900. So it's very interesting to see that this that Microsoft Publisher has the ability to go back into the 19th century. Because why not, I guess. Let's speed this up a little bit more. Your calendar is finished. If you want, you can easily change the picture or border or add text. Alright, now let's close out the cue cards. And there's the basic calendar. We'll zoom in a little bit. This is the calendar for the year 2014. We're already a little over halfway through it. It's been an okay year so far. Nothing tragic has happened. Yeah, we can, I guess, change the picture. Go to the clip art gallery. We can add it from Microsoft Works 3.0. This may take a few minutes. We can add some from Microsoft Office. Like I said, this may take a while. I love old software like this. It's so much fun to... It's so much goodness to tinker around with in here. And while it does that, I'm going to play a little bit of Game Boy. Alright, I guess we're almost there. A lot of clip art to add, folks, but... And I also forgot that Game Boys, even the Game Boy Pocket, well, for one thing, I just killed myself. And that's thanks to the fact that there's no backlight on here. Let's go to a better level, and I just realized you can't even see what I'm doing. You know what, I'm going to pause the video, and I'll be back when it's done adding the clip art. Alright, we finally have clip art available. Let's find something good. My name is Road Geek, so why not a road for the background there? That looks pretty to me. Okay, now I think instead of just one little box for the year, let's if the text you're typing is too small to read. I don't know what that's about. Alright, we'll just add we'll add a little bit of word art for the year. How about that? Unable to launch or communicate with server application. What? Alright, we'll just add some text. I think I may have just goofed it up, but oh well. Let's see. Alright, we'll go with a 28-point font. Actually, we better go a little bit bigger. And there we go. And now I've got to figure out why it has a white background. I think I may have just goofed this up real bad. Let's just, okay, let's just, hit escape, I guess. No. It's not letting me select these menu icons. Cancel, let's see what I can do an undo, but oh well, we'll just close out this. We have other things to attend to. Oh yeah, just for no reason, I installed America Online 2.5 on here. I'm never going to use it, but it's good decoration, I guess. You know, the first time I ever got on the internet was with America Online 2.5 on this exact same version, except it was on Windows 95 and it was on the Legend 822 CDT. I believe that was sometime in the early part of 1996. Accessories, typical Windows 3.1 stuff. Good old paintbrush, all its goodness. I have no clue why I just did that. Oh well. And the good old Windows 3.1X clock application. Again, very, very creepy to see a post-2000 year on that. Main, same old stuff there. Games, we saw a little bit of this a while ago. We have Sierra, The Incredible Machine, Mixed Up Mother Goose, 3D Ultra Pinball. Gotta have humongous games. I got Putt Putt Joins the Parade, Putt Putt Goes to the Moon, and a recent, this game has become a very big-time favorite amongst fellow YouTube user Elmol3, Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise. Very awesome game, one of my childhood favorites. Birdie Fish 1, Let's Explore the Farm. I don't know where Let's Explore the Airport is. Oh, there it is over there. Putt Putt Saves the Zoo and Putt Putt and Fatty Bear's Activity Pack. And we got a lot of other good stuff here, including Living Books and the Microsoft Entertainment Pack. There's the Sound Blaster applications. Quim97, which is a very, very, very good way to get a little bit of extra DOS memory. After Dark version 3, I believe. And good old Norton Desktop, which I still need to make a video about, as well as Microsoft Bob. Let's minimize Program Manager. Now this is what Norton Desktop typically looks like. I believe my aunt actually had this on her Gateway 2000 when she still had it running Windows 3.1. We'll get the heck out of here because we've gone this whole video so far about a Canyon test, and we need to fix that. And the FM synthesis on an Alt32 card is outstanding. I know it would be more proper with an Alt32 to use the software wavetable, which sounds awesome as well, but I'm old school. I just love good old-fashioned FM synthesis. So we'll filter out to MIDI, Canyon, and here we go. Oh, that sounds perfect. You know, in a lot of ways, I have to admit the Sound Blaster All-32 card blows a Packard Bell sound card way out of the water. Can't believe I'm saying that, but there's not as much hiss, and the MIDI sounds amazing, although it sounds, I guess, the same on a Packard Bell. But you know what? I on my 822, I just can't get rid of the Packard Bell sound card. I don't like taking away from originality on that machine. That's what I love about this Gateway 2000. I can have more liberties with it than I can with the 822. And plus, you know, I just love messing around with Windows 3.1. I love Windows 95, but Windows 3.1 goes right up there as well. It was the first operating system I ever saw, I guess. And so it's great to have a dedicated machine for Windows 3.1. Again, I do have a CF card for Windows 95 as well for this gateway, but I don't use it nearly as much as Windows 3.1. Besides, I have the Packard Bell 822 for Windows 95. Anyway, let's see. I just realized the game I wanted to play is not installed, and I don't feel like installing it, so I'll be right back. I'm going to find something else. Okay, I decided to just pause the video and install this program that we're about to see. This is a game I got, I want to say, in the early part of 1997. Not a lot of information about this game is available nowadays, but it features a very, very familiar video game character as the star. We'll double-click on it right now. That's right, good old Sonic the Hedgehog had an edutainment game back in the day for Windows. Little game called Sonic Schoolhouse. So I haven't played this in a while, so hopefully it'll work on this computer. Hopefully I got everything set up right, so let's dive into this. Alright, that's certainly a good sign. Possibly. Alright, CD-ROM's blinking, so... Here we go. He looks familiar. All this polygon goodness. Okay.
I'm Sonic.
I forgot.
Click on me for help.
I forgot he sounds completely different in this game. He sounds nothing like Jaleel White from the cartoon series. Maybe Urkel on Helium. Good old FM synthesis in there. Alright, I'll just put in my name.
Hey, you don't have a joystick on your computer, but that's okay. You can still play with your mouse or keyboard.
Yes, I do have a joystick connected to this computer. You're just an idiot. Oh well, we'll just use the keyboard then. Alright, let's go. Yahoo! I should have specified a few other settings. Alright, you basically just move around the keyboard. There's Sonic. What do you have to say, Sonic? Click on what? Whatever. Alright, we have different rooms here. I guess different kinds of classrooms, you could say. Let's go into the spelling room.
The doors with letters or numbers.
Get ready! Oh, by the way, I'm an elephant in this game, if you haven't figured that out yet. Good old Jamaican music. Basically, what you do is you have to grab these letters and take them to the chalkboard. Basically, we got to complete the alphabet. So, 24 years old, and I still need to do it in my head here. Like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay, we need to look for I. Where is I? Right there in front of me.
I.
There we go. Just click on the chalkboard. Yay, spelling! Yay, alphabetizing your computer gaming experience. Oh, that's definitely an A right there, so we need to find the letter A, which is right in front of us again. Wow, that's hard to believe. That is funny. Click on the chalkboard as we get closer. Yeah, and also unlocks different rooms in here. This does take a little while, so I don't know if we'll be able to accomplish this entire room. July 26, 2014. Welcome to Sonic Schoolhouse. Apparently this game is 21st century aware. Okay, what else do we need to find? Is there a chalkboard over here? I guess there is. We need to find J. Well, J is all the way over in Scotland, so we'll just find the letter J. It's around here somewhere. There we go. Oh, I think. There we go. We just unlocked another room. Now let's go in this room that's opened. Okay, we need an E. As in cookie E. Alright, let's... Now, there is an enemy in this game who will take your letters if you're not careful. And he should be right over here. Yep, there he is. There's Dr. Robotnik. If you're not careful, he'll grab the letter right off of you. I guess this game was kind of like the ants was... I didn't want an H. I guess this game was kind of Sega's answer to games like Mario Teaches Typing and Mario is Missing and Mario's Time Machine. I remember renting Mario's Time Machine for the Super Nintendo back in the day. I brought it home. I was so upset with that game, with how it was, that I took it back the same day and got another game. Because, you know, at the time I just discovered the movie Back to the Future, and I thought it was... And I love the concept of Mario, my favorite video game character, traveling through time. Oh, I was completely wrong. Hey, look, a key. I forget what the key does, but... What the heck was that? Oh yeah, the sound's a little bit laggy, I guess. Whatever. Okay, we need an O. I see one right there. No. There we go. You can also unlock other little things on here, like field trips and playground games with Sonic. It's been so long since I've done that certain part of the game that I don't really remember what that's like. Here's a little Sonic thing. Okay, we picked up an O for whatever reason. I normally don't rage quit an edutainment game, but I'm getting kind of bored anyway, so let's... Love that music, by the way. Plus, we have other stuff to do.
Sorry you're leaving. You're gonna come back soon, right?
One of these days. If I'm, bored enough, I guess. Alright, let's, reboot the computer and just go into DOS mode. I mean, I could exit directly into DOS, of course, but the sound card has a little bit of difficulty every now and then when you go from Windows to DOS, so I just do a complete reboot. So we'll just boot into MS-DOS from my little menu here. Let me take the Sonic CD out. Alright, now we're in DOS, and I'm now going to show off, well, first of all, let's see how much conventional memory we have. Wow, 634K. I was only getting like 520K without Quim, and even using MemMaker. So, Quim97 is miracle software. Anyway, we're going to play a game I discovered just last week, actually. It's one I bought for the Super Nintendo earlier this year, but I've never really played it on there, but I found the CD-ROM version of it. So we'll give it a try now. Pop it in there. We're going to play us some Pinball Dreams Deluxe. Do I already have it installed? Yeah, I don't know what it's called anyway. Oh, well, I guess it won't hurt if we reinstall it by mistake. Let's see, install. What? Oh, good grief, this is going back into Windows. It's something, something involving Norton Desktop kicked in, and because of my stupidity, so we'll have to wait for the computer to reboot. So let me pause and I'll be back. Alright, we're back. Let's try this again. Actually, let's just do this. Hopefully I have it set up. Let's just run set sound to see what it does. Alright, set sound is detect the Sound Blaster 16. That's right. We'll go with high sound quality. Just continue. Alright, now we'll DDPC main, I believe. Good old MS-DOS. There's nothing manual about it. I mean, there's nothing automatic about it, I mean. I can't thunk tonight. Ah, yeah, good music there. Let's just do, the first one. This game kind of reminds me a little bit of, by the way, I love this animation right here. This game kind of reminds me a little bit of Epic Pinball, which is another excellent pinball game for DOS. Great music in this game, too. Select number of players with function P, so I guess one player will be F1. Alright, you control the flippers with the left and right shift keys. Yeah. Good old-fashioned DOS game goodness. You can't go wrong with any of this. Or maybe you can. Worst timing ever. Cool sound effects, though. Alright. I love this computer. You know, this is pretty much, other than anything Packard Bell related, this is my favorite 90s computer.
Oh no!
Alright, we are now back in Windows, with an actual video camera this time. Hi. Well, I forgot to show this to you guys. This was sent to me as a thank you from a very, very well-known YouTuber. This is from good old Lazy Game Reviews. Has his signature and everything, his autograph, and even personalized it a little bit for me. This was a big surprise. This is a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk, for those who don't know. He even drew the Packard Bell Face of Technology logo on the back of it. LGR, you are awesome. In fact, I'm not going to load up File Manager or anything, but I'll just show you how this floppy drive works. You just slide it in here, pull down this latch, and there you go. And one more thing I wanted to show with this computer. I'm using one of the best mice you could use for a computer like this. Same type of mouse my aunt had on her Gateway 2000 originally. A good old-fashioned Microsoft mouse from the mid-90s. You can't ever go wrong with one of these beautiful little devices. And this is the PS2 version. So yeah, I am very, very, very happy with this Gateway 2000. I mean, this machine is a work of art. And plus, it's so 90s, and I gotta love that. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and end this video. It's gone on long enough. This is Billy Core signing off on July the 26th of 2014. Good night, everybody.